Okay, we're going to work on the rear brake here and adjust the chain. A little bit loose. We also got a semi-adjusted rear wheel to get it kind of going forward like we want. Right now I'm not quite sure where we're at. First probably do is straighten the bike out. Just kind of eyeball the wheel, make sure it's kind of pointing forward. Right now it's pointing to the right a little bit, which is good because we got to tighten up the chain anyway, so it'll move it back. Put a little tension on everything here. Tension on the brake. And we'll put a little tension on the axle also. And it just kind of pulls everything in so you can tell where you're at. Sometimes things move around a lot. You put a little tension on there. I had the adjuster out. And on the adjuster. I wonder I couldn't find it. The first thing I do is break the lock nut free, and then you adjust back the screw. I usually count the flats so I know where I'm at. And now I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little. When the nut gets tight, you have to loosen it again. Okay, chain's still loose. Now I go check my wheel alignment. Okay, now it seems to be following the frame rail on both sides. Pretty good. Maybe a couple more flats back on the left. Two more there. Chain's still good. Wheel looks like it's pretty close. Spin it 180 degrees, look at it again. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright. I like my chains a little loose, especially if I'm racing. Ooh, that's not good. It's a little tight right there. Then it gets loose again. It gets really loose. Really loose. Then it gets tight again. And I guess I'll live with a tight spot there. It won't be happy about that on the track, let me tell you. What was that spot? See right there, it gets tight. There's our tightest spot right there. So that goes up and down about the width of a finger. Not yanking on it, just like if you're lifting it with a pencil or something. So that's our tight spot. Ooh, it's even tighter there. That's really our tight spot right there. Yeah, that's it. That barely moves at all, but I'll go ahead and leave it there. So once you get it where you want it, you lock it down. Do it on both sides. Okay. Take the axle off. Loosen that up a little bit. And I like to put the brake on. Kind of center things up a little bit. Then I tighten them up. leave the brake on the whole time. Okay. Definitely tighten up the brake too. And then go ahead and tighten your axle up. Don't be afraid to tighten a damn thing. They don't come loose if you tighten them. Yeah, chain's definitely snug. Brake dragging just a little bit, but I'll breaking in my foot dragging on it for a while. It's breaking in. Check your pedal over here. A little snugger than I like for racing, but for what we're going to do, it'll work. Okay, so I'm not going to make it any tighter than what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this down. So that's how much clearance we gave it, not much. So we'll make a run down the track and drag it pretty heavy. And we'll check it again up there. And if we don't like it, I'll loosen it up a little bit. Boy, this stuff's adjustable. Okay, get our cotter key in there. I usually just do a fan split like that and leave it. That way I can work on it on the track. Okay, so we got the drum tight, axle nuts tight, axle adjusters tight and adjusted, and the brake is adjusted. And we already adjusted the clutch on the other end. I also got the fender flap all tightened down back here. So all of this stuff in the back of the bike is done. So you come over here, you can see what we're looking at here. Well, now the stupid camera the way it is. And what I'm doing is I'm eyeballing down the side of the tire here. And you just want to make it straight to the frame. You can see how it looks like it's going straight to the frame on both sides. And that's pretty much all you need for now. And you can ride the bike and see what it really is. Okay, I got my fender bolts all tightened up over here. Holding back a little bit. So now the flap is tight here. So all this stuff is tight. We adjust the transmission. Check the oil in here already. Kicker looks like it's tight. So all this stuff's tight. Seat's still loose because I gotta check the oil yet. I'll leave the air cleaner off for initial start. Leave the cover off, same reason. And so now all you gotta do is adjust this front brake because all this stuff here is loose up in the front. So let me go ahead and change these jacks around and then we'll go ahead and look at this front wheel.